Hello, look at me. One glove on. As you can tell, with 2 packets of gloves here. I just went down there today to have a look at what gloves they had and thought, I'll just have to try everything. So it turns out I actually like latex. I don't like powder, but the powder-free ones are latex-free, and they've got no give in them at all. They're just like solid things, so they're useless. So that was a waste of $6. Find somewhere to put those. So these ones are latex, but with a little bit of powder. So this is, but they're not the aloe vera ones, so they don't smell funny. So no, they just smell like latex. So these are the gloves, I guess. They're a little bit more expensive because they're not Coles ones, they're Ansell, but whatever. Anyway, so I'm doing a first for me today. I'm making whipped body butter. I have been meaning to make whipped body butter for ages, but I just keep putting it off. But I thought it's about time because my skin's really dry and it's coming into summer and it's only going to get worse. So yeah, so this is going to be shea based because I have not as much shea as I thought, but I do have a fair bit. So what I'm going to do is, this is a really simple recipe. It doesn't have anything fancy in it because the only butter I have is shea. I don't have mango or cocoa or any of those expensive butters because I just can't afford them. So yeah, so this is just going to be shea. I found this in the cupboard, which I forgot I had, so I'm going to use this, which was from Coles, and it's expensive crap, so I'll throw it in before it goes out of date. Yeah, so shea, coconut oil. I'm going to put in a little bit of castor, a little bit of sunflower, and a little bit of rice bran oil. And that's all the oils. So it's 80% hard oils and 20% soft. So, alright. So what I'm going to do, that shea is so hard, is I'm going to put everything into, we're going to put the shea and the coconut oil in together. And I'm going to melt it down. I don't even know why I did this. You probably don't even want to watch this. I probably could have done this a lot quicker. It doesn't matter. You can just turn it off. Fast forward it, whatever. Oh, there goes my spoon. Bendy spoon. I need a stronger spoon for the shea. The shea is so hard, but geez, it smells good. I get this from Deluxe Shea Butter, I think they're called. Yeah, Deluxe Shea Butter. I don't know if they're the cheapest, but it's lovely shea, so I'm happy to buy from them. I think the delivery was free, but I can't remember. I've had this one for a little while. If I've had it more than about a week, I won't remember, so the old memory's not what it used to be, trust me. Alright, that's close enough. That is 138 grams of shea. I don't even mind sharing the recipe because I just made it up. And, it may be a shit recipe. So, but whipped body butters, I mean, there's recipes everywhere for them, so it's not like they're a secret or anything. Oh, come off. Why does that not just come off when you open it? It should just tear, shouldn't it? Well, I thought they were supposed to. Clean spoon. I'm going to do 87 grams of coconut oil. Nope, that's 83. There we go, 87 grams of CO. Okie dokie, I'm going to chuck that in the microwave. You could do it you probably should do it on a double boiler. I think it's better for the shea, it doesn't go grainy, but I've never had shea go grainy on me, so I'm just going to chuck it in the microwave. I'll leave this running and I'll just edit it. So I don't even know I'm telling you that. Okay, so that is my shea and coconut oil melted down. I'm now going to add my soft oils, which are 5 grams of castor, yep, 5 grams, look at that. Woo. I like castor oil, that's why I'm putting it in. I don't know if you're supposed to put it in a body butter, but I just find it's really nice on the skin. And then I'm going to do 5 of RBO, which is rice bran oil. And then I'm going to do 10 of sunflower, which is my favourite oil. I like sunflower. I was waiting for that. 10. So yeah, 5 of castor, 10 of sunflower, and 5 of rice bran. That is very oily. I'm now going to give this a mix, just with a spoon, and then I'm going to put this in the freezer, and I'm going to wait for it to get pretty solid, and then I will bring it out and add some, what am I adding? Oh, some tapioca flour, arrowroot. You can use corn flour if you want. I just had this. You can get this in Coles. So I assume you can get it in Woolies as well. Yeah, tapioca, fragrance oil. This recipe, for what I worked out, is supposed to have 50 grams of fragrance oil. There is no way I'm putting 50 grams. I'll put probably like maybe 3. I'm going to put vitamin E in it, and I'm going to put preservative. That's purely optional if you're an idiot. No, I shouldn't say that. If you don't want to put preservative in it, don't put preservative in it. It doesn't have any water in it, so I guess you probably don't need preservative. I put preservative in anyway because I just feel that you should, but that's my thing. So I'll bring you back when this is ready to whip. Hello, I'm back. I'm having a bright idea. Oh god, that's got wax all over it. When you aerate wax, it cools down quicker. Now, I don't know if it's the same for the oils, but I thought I'd give it a whirl. Seriously, like the most impatient person in the world. So, yeah. Also, I just wanted to show you, because the amount of preservative was minute, like it was 1.2 grams, I have mixed it in with the vitamin E and the fragrance oil. I used buttercream vanilla, which I made a soap with, which is yummy, and that's from Natural Candle Supply, which won't be called that for much longer. I'll have to stop calling it that. Yeah, so still, I mean, it's still not a whole lot of anything, but it should all come out this time. So yeah, I have the tapioca starch ready. I have mixed I'm putting some glitter in with it, and the glitter that I use is this Blizzard glitter, and it's mental. It just goes poof. So I have mixed that in with the tapioca so that it doesn't go poof. Oh. And yeah, and I've put some, did I say I put some vitamin E in with this? So the preservative is 0.1 to 0.5% because I use liquid Germall Plus, or Germall Plus liquid as it's written on there. But anyway, and yeah, the usage rate is 0.1 to 0.5%. So 0.5% of this recipe is 1.2%. 1.2 grams. I think. I'm really shit with maths. So yeah, and like I said, the fragrance was supposed to be 50 grams, but that's not happening. So I've used about 4 grams. And it's that, for me, I can smell that from here, so that's strong enough. Alright, I will bring you back when it's ready to whip. Yeah, look at that. Ready to go. It's hard. And it took about 5 minutes. It's obviously harder around the edges than it is in the middle. So I've got to try and get all that shit down off the side. Whoa. But before I do that, I might put my apron on. I actually like the shirt I have on, and I don't want it to be covered in fat. Fat, not fat, oil, I suppose. I don't know, what's the difference? Fat is animals, I guess. Oil is not. I don't know. Don't know what the difference is. Alrighty. Alright. Most of it off. Too well. Oh, this is nice and fluffy. Still a bit thick, but we've only whipped it for a few minutes, so for not even a minute, I don't think. But yeah, this is going to be nice, I think. Alright, I'm going to put in everything else now. Slow. It's as slow as it goes. I might mix it in by hand because it's got that glitter in it, and yeah, I know what's going to happen. There you go, you can see the glitter, and it's just going to go poof. It seems like a lot of tapioca starch, but that's what the recipe said, from what I figured, so it was supposed to be 1%. Oh. Maybe I've done 10%. I don't know. I might have done too much. And there, can you see the glitter? It's just gone nanny. Ah, glitter everywhere. Seriously, glitter everywhere. Alright. I will have glitter snot later. Scrape down those sides. Just still a little bit of powder up there, so. It definitely feels different now that it's got it in it, though, I must say. So it's not as oily. So it certainly does something. Oh, another paper towel. I don't know if you can see the glitter all up here. It's very pretty. This is why I put it in it. Smells good. You can still really smell the shea in it, though. I am thinking I might add. My hands are greasy. I'm thinking I might add a little bit of colour, actually. So I'm just going to add a little touch of mica. I don't know how much will colour it. As I said, this is a first for me. I've never made whipped body butter before. That's me sticking my face in it, smelling it. I'm just thinking it's still very shea, so I might add a little bit more fragrance in there, just because while shea's a nice scent, it's not what I want. I'm going to add my very favourite fragrance all time, which is simply vanilla. I don't know, that'd be a couple of grams, it wouldn't be much. And yeah, give that another whip and see what happens. You see, it's really nice though. I mean, it's really light and fluffy, but then when you put it on your skin, almost instantly, it's melting. So, I mean, and that's what you want, because you want it to... See, look at that. Oh, God, no, you couldn't see that. Never mind. Feels nice. It's not, like, massively oily. Oh, it leaves a lot of sparkle, but... I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. There's definite sparkle there. Alrighty, this is not a good thing to do when you have arthritis. It's not going to whip up any more than this, I don't think. What I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to put this back in the freezer for a little while and just see if that makes any difference. Because, I mean, it's nice and fluffy, but I just want it to be just a little fluffier. There's all glitter up there I've just spotted. So I'm going to scrape all that down as well. Let's see if I can't get that back down in there. Because we've got to have all the glitters. I don't think I'm going to worry about that. I'm too lazy to worry about that. So yeah, I'll bring you back shortly. See if I can't whip it up even more. Okie dokie, I'm back. Okay, so all in all, I've probably put about maybe 10 grams of fragrance in there, which is enough for me. So for normal human beings, I would double that, because I have a really strong sense of smell and can't stand anything too strong. So, you know, most normal people can stand pretty much double what I can. So yeah, so keep that in mind if you make this. Just, you know, do what I did. Put some in, and then if it's strong enough, great. If it's not, put more. That's the joy of making your own thing, isn't it? You can make them however you want. So yeah, that's the other reason why I took the bloody gloves off, because this is just for me. It's not for anybody else. You know, hardly think I'd be making something I had never made before for somebody else. So yeah, but I think this has come up nice. I used cerise mica, that little bit of pink mica that I put in there, and that's from my Mica Obsession, of course. And yet the Simply Vanilla that I put in is from Natural Candle Supply, as was the Buttercream Vanilla, which I would have added more if I had more, but I only had the little tester bottle because that's a new scent this month. I have got the big bottle in my cart ready to purchase, because I definitely want more of that. Alright, so now comes the hard part in getting it into this jar. I'm not entirely sure how to do that because it's thick. I guess I can use my fingers because it's just for me. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it if I actually make this to sell. But how would you? I need this so I can bash that down. Of course, if I was making it to sell, I'd probably put it in plastic as well. So, but there's supposed to be around about 250 grams of everything, it was supposed to add up to around about 250 grams. And these jars hold 260 mil. And look at that. There's no way that's all going to fit in that. So the good thing is I have two. Only two, but I have two. I don't like the way the lids make the jars want to fall over, so I never do anything with the lids on them. That was rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. I always like to give my jars a wipe out, regardless of whether it's something that would ever go mouldy or not, just because I like to err on the side of caution. But like I said, I'm not using gloves because this is just for me. If it was for something I was selling, I'd have my gloves on and I wouldn't use my hands at all. I would use another implement that I'd sprayed with alcohol. I always try and be really careful when it's stuff that's for sale. There is a little bit, no, it doesn't matter, I can't get it out anyway. Didn't get right down in the bottom there, so it was still a little bit of unwhipped up melted oils. Which won't matter, when I put them on my skin they will still melt in. But there you go, whipped body butter. Pretty simple. So there you go. Yeah, I think if you make 250 grams, you're gonna need, let's say, 300 mil, 350 mil jars, I reckon. I suppose I could have filled this up further. So there you go. Looks pretty. I'm going to go slather myself now. Alright, there you go. Later. Bye.